Important tips about licensing in the United Arab Emirates. Hello guys, what's up? How are you today? I'm back to give you some tips. These are 11 important points you need to know if you live and work in the UAE or you plan to migrate and work in the UAE. You have to know these points to avoid some errors, to avoid some mistakes. Let's go straight to them. Point number one. There are four licensing bodies in the UAE. Number one is the Department of Health Abu Dhabi. If you want to work in the Emirate of Abu Dhabi and the city of Al Ain, you have to be licensed under DOH. Number two, Dubai Healthcare Authority. If you want to work in Dubai, you have to be licensed under Dubai Healthcare Authority. We also have number three, Dubai Healthcare City. Many people don't know about this. Yes, it's a bot on its own. Number four, Ministry of Health and Prevention. If you want to work in Sharjah, Ashman, Omakwen, Fujairah, Ras Al Khaimah, okay, you have to be licensed under MOH, Ministry of Health and Prevention. Number two, Dubai DOH, Department of Health, Abu Dhabi, does not accept a 3-year diploma and a 1-year degree as RN, unfortunately, okay? Previously, we have submitted some, they get approval, okay, and candidates have taken the exam and they were approved. But sometimes you submit and they tell you, no, we want a direct 4-year degree or 3 years diploma and 2 years degree. So if you have a 3 years diploma and 1-year degree, you should think of going to be licensed in Dubai. They will accept, and MOH, they will accept. Point number three, if you want to work in Abu Dhabi, okay, be ready for some slightly increase in paycheck, okay? Abu Dhabi and Al Ain, they pay much more, slightly higher than Dubai and other Emirates. Point number four, if you are licensed in one emirate and you want to transfer to another emirate, you need to have a license active for 3 to 4 months. Let's say you just take your exam in Sharjah and you want to work in Dubai. You need to have an active license, okay, before you can transfer for about 3 to 4 months. The same, you want to move to Abu Dhabi or you are licensed in Abu Dhabi, you want to move to Dubai. Either ways, you need to have an active license for 3 to 4 months. And this transfer, the next point, has to be done through an employer. You cannot transfer your license by yourself. You need to have an employer in the emirate that you want to work, and then the employer will transfer your license. You can do the transfer, but the employer needs to give you authorization because they have some documents that they have to give you, and you have to mention your employer before this can be done. Okay? Point number six, data flow report expires after 2 years. Let's say you have an active primary source verification and you did not take the exam, maybe 1 or 2 things happen, and then after 2 years you come and you want to take your exam. No, you have to do your data flow report all over, meaning you have to verify all your documents. The next point will be, you have a data flow report, right, and you did not take the exam, let's say 1.5 years, and then you come, you want to take the exam. They will check the experience that was verified. I mean, experience here is your service letter, okay? If this experience is more than 2 years, you have to update another experience, verify it to data flow and good standing, then get approval to take the exam under DOH. And in DHA, you must do that when you pass the exam for you to have the eligibility letter. Please, this is very, very important. This point will go to the next one, which says license renewal under DOH, Department of Health Abu Dhabi, is every 2 years. DHA Dubai is every year. MOH is every 3 years. Let's say you pass your exam in Dubai, okay, and you have an active eligibility letter, but you did not activate your license. Eligibility letter is a document that you obtain after passing the exam for your employer to activate your license. So you have this document, but you did not activate your license, means you did not have an employer. And after a year, you get an employer who wants to activate your license. They will check your previous experience that was verified and your good standing. Good standing expires every 6 months. So if the experience is more than 2 years, you have to re-evaluate an updated experience and good standing before you apply for a new eligibility letter for your new employer to activate your license. That is how it works. This is point number 8. So eligibility letter expires every year, just the same as license renewal is every year for DHA. Okay. Point number 9, like I said, DOH renewal is every year and MOH is every 3 years. Okay. Point number 10. Nobody wants to hear this, unfortunately. In the Emirates, in the UAE, okay, they do not accept a 3-year diploma as a registered nurse. You have done a registered nurse 3-year diploma back home. You are a registered nurse in your country, even all over the world, the US, UK, New Zealand. Unfortunately, in the UAE, they don't accept a minimum of an 18 months course or 2 years up to 3 years. You are eligible to be licensed as an assistant nurse or practical nurse. They are all the same. They just use this word interchangeably. They are all the same. Now, for you to be able to be licensed as a registered nurse, you need to have either a direct 4 years bachelor degree or a 3 years diploma plus a 1 year degree, or a 2 years degree. If you want to work in DOH, you must have a bachelor degree to be able to be licensed in the UAE as a registered nurse. If you have a 3-year diploma, you cannot be authorized to be licensed as a registered nurse. Unfortunately, this is their law. Okay. The last point, very important. In the year 2022, they came out with a communique that new graduates less than 2 years are eligible to work in the UAE without the experience. Okay, let's say you just graduate today, you can submit your certificates and your good standing, and you are eligible to get an employer and work without the experience. If you come from school, if you graduate less than 2 years, unfortunately, it's only for nurses and midwives, okay? Only for nurses and midwives, not other fields. So if you are just now, schools are going to an end, you're graduating, you can plan and move to the UAE next year, towards December, and you come, you're eligible. Just get your attestation, then get license, okay, under your board of licensing in your country, and you're eligible to move to the UAE and work. You just have to submit your certificate and good standing, and then you can be able to work. One additional point, if you have done a 6 months course or 1 year as an assistant laboratory technician in your home country, you are eligible to work as a phlebotomist in the UAE. They don't need experience in this field. You just need your certificate, either a 6 month or 1 year course as a laboratory technician. You can get the certificate verified and you take the exam and you work as a phlebotomist. Why I say phlebotomist is because assistant lab in your home country, you are not eligible to work an assistant lab in the UAE. There's no assistant lab. We have a lab technician and lab technologist. Lab technician is a 3 years course. Here, lab technology is bachelor degree. There's no assistant lab in the UAE. You can go in as a phlebotomist. So that's it. I said, let me make this for you. Please share if you come across this video. This is the best video I think I have made as far as UAE is concerned. I love you. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.